We're here today doing something different today. We are interviewing Drake because we're doing the special promotion for Nothing Was the Same by Minister Stevie Tee, my homie, my friend. So we're going to interview Drake. But before we interview Drake, go pick the song up on iTunes.com and Amazon.com by Minister Stevie Tee. Nothing Was the Same. And it's ministering to who? Drake. So we're going to interview Drake right now. We got two parts to this show. So we're going to interview him right now inside, and then we're going to go outside, and we're going to finish the interview when we get that fresh air. So Drake, how are you doing?
How are you?
Well, Captain Saber Saint is doing great, but I'm so glad you could make it, man.
You know, here I am.
Okay, well, you don't have to be so direct with Captain Saber Saint. I am a saint. And also, you don't have to stand so close to the mic because it is compressed. So please back up. We're going right into the interview. The first question is, since it's you about to make some beef happen here with Captain Saber Saint. How do you feel that the media is targeting Kanye West to set up a beef with you and him?
In my opinion, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything wrong.
I am so glad that you said that he didn't do anything. Well, I see in the Billboard interview that we have in the book right here, you said that there's nothing but love. Let me look here. Yes, it said there's nothing but love for Kanye West. That is a good biblical thing, and that's what Jesus wants us to do. I understand that you are a Jew, so maybe with your music, you can bring plenty people to Judaism. Get it? Judaism? That's what we do on the Captain Saber Saint Show. We make you laugh. But on to the next question, a serious one. Do you love to study the Bible?
As you know, I love to study.
Well, that explains why you showed love to Kanye West in the Billboard magazine. For our third question, it is, how do you feel about a minister in hip-hop copying your title, Nothing Was the Same?
I'm just another one of the many, but
you just think that someone copying your title is great. How would you and your fans feel if more pastors come your way, copy your titles, and mention you in songs?
I'm inspired by people are willing to embrace someone.
Right. Now, how would your fans feel?
My fans are all they're pretty composed.
Speaking of composed, the Minister Stevie Tee made this song, Nothing Was the Same, featuring Loyalty, and it's out on iTunes right now. Y'all listening, go buy it on iTunes for 99 cents, and it's hot. Now, concerning that song, he mentioned that you was a Jew and that you should come to Christ and mention Christ more in a song. How do you feel about that? And this is the last question before we end this part of the
I've
interview.
Always loved hip-hop music, so, I've been influenced.
So it's an influence to you.
A huge influence to me. It lets me know I'm doing something right.
Well, we will be right back after this commercial break from Captain Saber Saint interviewing Drake for the hit song by Minister Stevie Tee, Nothing Was the Same. Go pick it up on iTunes right now during the break. You wanted it, now you got it. It's the Captain Saber Saint Show. Prism. Episode Prism's coming out October 22nd. The same day Katy Perry's album come out, October 22nd. Go to iTunes, type in Captain Saber Saint Prism, and you will get it for free. Download it. In this episode, Captain Saber Saint delivers Katy Perry from witchcraft and shows her the true meaning of what prophesying is. So don't forget it. October 22nd. Prism. Captain Saber Saint. Go get it. We are back from the break, and you go check it out on iTunes on October 22nd. Me, Captain Saver Saint, in the episode called Prism, featuring Katy Perry. Y'all watch that. It's free on iTunes to watch and download. And also, pick up that song by Minister Stevie Tee that Drake just listened to, and I'm asking about it in a minute, called Nothing Was the Same. Okay, Drake. Since I mentioned that, and we're back here, and we're outside right now. So, Drake, what did you think of the song by Minister Stevie Tee and the artist Loyalty in the state of hip-hop?
But yeah, no, it was great. It was great.
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, what do you think about it being in the state of hip-hop?
Yeah, I think that the greatest part about it is that
So you think that is great then, huh? So what about hip-hop?
I think that just right now in music, it's just about, it's about a changeover. It's always got to change over, and I think that, so I feel like there's artists that are really a breath of fresh air.
So you mean Minister Stevie Tee doing Christian hip-hop?
I feel like that's where music's at right now, and all that other, is about to go away.
Because I did notice your brother, your YMCMB fellow artist mate Lil Wayne be talking about God a lot. You got that song about God that's on 106 in Park, and there's a lot of other artists that's doing that. So on to our next question, and we only got a few more here before we get up out of here. Now let me ask you, there's a lot of guys on iTunes and Amazon right now releasing music titled after your album. Have you even listened to those guys yet?
I didn't. I was kind of just like, I didn't even really hear. I don't hear any noise. I don't hear anything.
Well, I know that you're saying that music is noise, so when you get out of here and you want the fans to know one thing besides getting your album, tell the fans what song should they buy by Minister Stevie Tee.
Nothing was the same. Nothing was the same. Nothing was the same.
So you heard it right here with Captain Saver Saint and Drake. Go pick it up on iTunes right now by Minister Stevie Tee. Nothing was the same. Ministry to Drake, featuring Loyalty. And we're getting out of here right now, but we're going to leave you with a snippet of the song with Minister Stevie Tee rapping. We're out of here. Captain Saver Saint.
Yo, Drake, man. That was G, how you kept it in the Billboard magazine. We just telling Kanye West ain't nothing but love for him, know what I'm saying? That's what God wants us to
See
do,
that
homie.
you love one another.
That's right, man.
With your pure heart.
Pure heart.
Being born again.
Be born again, Drake.
Not of corruptible seed.
Nah, homie.
I begin again. I begin again.
Nothing was the same, and I'm
allergic to sin.
Nothing was the same when Christ had came into my life, rising above strife. Now I sit in the studio, rapping his words, shoot them out on the internet so they can be heard. Drake, I gotta respect you, man, how you kept it G when you was in the Billboard speaking of Yeezy. And there's much love for you, even though you're a Jew, but represent Christ, who's bringing you to. And if you're walling in your sins, making me born again, just confess to Jesus Christ and you'll be away from men. No more trifling friends, on the strife again. I'm gonna help to the homies, that is God's plan. Nothing is the same when you're born again, but you will say,
I was washed in the blood of the Lamb. I was washed in the blood of the Lamb. I was washed in the blood of the Lamb.
Nothing was the same. 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 Was the same.